Hello there, Jeff from Small Arms Research. Thanks for tuning in. Today we're testing a pretty cool piece. We've got the Bazooka Brothers 7.62x25mm upper receiver for the black rifle. Let's see how it works. Fantastic. That's enough spraying ammo. Let's get it on paper. Well, so far the results are pretty exciting. This is a sight, it's a Bushnell Hola sight that we just dropped on this for purposes of testing. It was on an entirely different firearm, and we took a few seconds to try to dial it in, at least get it in the area. We're using Wolf Gold ammunition, and we fired 5 rounds to see where we were, so we knew where to make an adjustment, and it's hitting absolutely dead center of the bullseye. Now we're going to make sure that's not a fluke. Going to sight in on our right-handed target down there on the headshot area. We'll put 5 shots in, and we'll see if it looks like the previous 5 shots that we just put in the other one. Guess you're going to have 5 rounds loaded if you want to shoot 5. That's 4 anyway. Let's go take a look. Fantastic. Now this is the original 5-shot group that we shot when we were checking for sight alignment, and as you can see it was absolutely unnecessary. That's a first for me. Let's get back to a more reasonable distance. We're doing this at 15 yards, and let's see how she'll perform. We moved everything back to a little over 35 yards, a little bit more reasonable distance to really get an idea what we're actually getting for performance out of a short-barreled pistol caliber carbine. Let's see if we can duplicate what we did at 15 yards. All right, let's go see what we got. Well, there's our 5-shot group at 35 yards. I'm quite impressed. Now you can see the difference in elevational adjustment here. At 15 we were right on, and we're a little bit high at 35, so depending on the distance that you expect to shoot this, you're going to want to sight it in for that distance, obviously. Now something that makes this special is, unlike most other black rifle conversions with pistol calibers, this one isn't a straight blowback, so it doesn't knock the hell out of you, and it's not rough on the lower. This one is actually a direct gas impingement mechanism, so the recoil is just like a kitten, and that's kind of nice for the reasons that we just mentioned, and it helps in the muzzle rise, helps to keep you on target better. Since it is a direct gas impingement operating system, you've got your standard rotating bolt like you have in your regular M16. So all that you need is a magwell adapter for this, and their barreled upper receiver with the carrier and their bolt for 7.62 Tokarev. It's a simple 2-pin conversion, just like most other upper receivers, as well as the magazine insert, and it's something you can take off and change back in a whim with no tools necessary. As we previously mentioned, it is a direct gas impingement mechanism, and if you look close you can see the gas tube right here in the gas block. It's not very far in front of the chamber. Don't let the position fool you though, it works fantastic. The bolt, of course, because of that, is a standard you know, rotating locking bolt. So that helps a lot with absorbing the recoil and keeping the muzzle rise down to a minimum. Well, when I explain to people what I'm testing in my circle of friends, the number one question that they ask over how does it function, how's the recoil, how does it work with the direct impingement system, by far is, does it run in full auto? So you and I are going to learn together right now. Let's see how it does. Well, now that we have our answer on whether it will function in full auto or not, I guess the next thing to do is let's pull out the old Pac Mark 4 XP timer and chronograph, and let's see what that cyclic rate is. Very, very slow. Very controllable. We fired 35 rounds, and in 3.098 seconds, and that gives us a cyclic rate of 658 rounds a minute. Very, very cool. Very cool. We're going to show you how easy it is to convert your AR-15 or M16. In this case, it's an SBR AR-15 to the 7.62 Tokarev with a Bazooka Brothers upper. These are all the pieces. There's no gunsmithing necessary, none that we've encountered anyway. This is the magazine well adapter to use the PPS 43 magazines, and it simply drops in. You depress the magazine release, and it falls right into place. The upper receiver pins on your lower, and you're all done. That's it. Here's a cartridge comparison for you. The cartridge that we're shooting today, the 7.62x25, is the one to the left. The one in the center is the 22 TCM, which we're also spending some time with at the range today. And the round on the right is a standard 9mm 147 grain round. Well, thanks for tuning in and watching today. We certainly hope that you benefit from these videos, even a fraction as much as we enjoy making them for you. We've had a lot of fun with the Bazooka Brothers 7.62 25 Tokarev upper receiver. The 7-inch model makes it a nice gun to handle. It's weighted and balanced very, very well. Extremely accurate. The cyclic rate in full auto is very slow and controllable. The direct gas impingement mechanism keeps the recoil down to a minimum. The PPS 43 magazines are available and function very, very well. And the price seems to be right too. I think the retail is just a little bit under $700, or in the $700 area anyway. The rail system was an upgrade, so that won't include the rail system. Another bonus is the ammunition is inexpensive and readily available. So seems like a nice package, and I'm going to enjoy spending a lot of time with this one. Well, thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please subscribe and tell your friends, and stick around. We got a lot more cool stuff to show you. Have fun and be safe.